Look at it, filthy. Anyway, here to give you an update on the Harley throttle cables. So let's see what goes on. Yeah, so as always with sort of aftermarket parts, this is a Screaming Eagle carb from the 80s, I think. It is, all the clearances are mighty tight because obviously it wasn't the original part, and also the ferrules that hold the end of the wire are slightly too wide for the throttle mechanism, so I've had to machine all those to make them fit, so that they actually do go up and down and don't get stuck. Had to cut the cable appropriately and in the right place, I hope. So I think I've got one fitted. Oh, that's right, yes, and I've had to tap the holes for these angles that the cable runs through. So I've got one more to fit and we'll see how that goes. Well, I thought I'd fitted one cable, but it seems like it's come adrift again, so God knows what I'll find in here. Yeah, lo and behold, it's come off. How do I do this with not enough hands? Gosh, enough to make you want to give this up. Well, no, that'll never work. I've got to somehow lever the carb down, lever the throttle down, get it to stay down, or throttle open, something like that. Which releases the ferrule up here, which gives me possibly just enough play. Because the only other way of doing it is to connect it all again from the top here and reconnect it at the bottom, which took me about an hour yesterday, so I was trying to avoid doing that again. No! I don't think I've got an option. Seriously, a pain in the arse, this. Right, that's got one back on. You really need the patience of a saint for this. That's two. That looks very straightforward, doesn't it? That's where the straightforwardness ends, I'm afraid. Right, I'm back to where I was last night. I think I'm just going to go for it, and if I have to buy new, re-go again with new inner cables, that's what I'm going to have to do. see if I can do it slicker next time. Just put that on because otherwise all the assemblies fall to pieces. Oh, of course, I'm in metric mode, whereas I don't want to be in metric mode on this one, do I? I want to be in imperial. If I put a cable tie just this side of there, that'll stop that perpetually riding. I just need to get me cutters, and I'll put another one on the other side. Just tidy those up. Right. So, what stupid size American spanner is this? 7/16. Now I should remember all this. I've had this carburettor apart so many times. I'm trying to get it to work. Right. Where's my box of parts? There's another example of a modification, look, to fit the bigger breathing carb. See, this one's been mashed so many times. People using a metric in an imperial fitting. God knows what this little piece of caper is all about, but right, I think before I go much further I might just have a test fire of this, make sure it all actually works. Turn the petrol on somehow. Right, nearly bored of motorbikes for one day. For some reason it all decided to disassemble, so I don't know if I did something wrong or what. So I've lobbed it back together again. It all seems to be working, so I shall continue to put it back together. Oh, I remember. It doesn't like to go on with that too tight, does it? It needs wiggle room. There we are. Oh, need to get something to fit these. Oh. Right, I'm going to call that a day. I think the job is done until it all falls apart. So you can leave me to put all my tools away, and thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.